Use the factor theorem to find all real zeros for the given polynomial function and one factor. So here we have f of x equals 3x cubed minus 11x squared minus 6x plus 8. And we're told that x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. So we need to factor it out. And the way that we will factor that out is to use synthetic division, because this is a factor of the form that is linear with a leading term coefficient of 1. So we take the factor and turn it into a 0 and factor that out of the polynomial's coefficients. So 3, negative 11, negative 6, and 8. And then we'll start the process of synthetic division. So we'll bring the 3 down. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. We'll add this row together, so that is negative 14. When I take negative 14 times negative 1, that's positive 14. The sum of this column now is 8, and 8 times negative 1 is negative 8, and the remainder here is 0, which is what we want, because if x plus 1 really is a factor of this polynomial, then the remainder needs to be 0. So what we have now is the original polynomial can now be factored into the form x plus 1 times, using these coefficients as creating a polynomial degree 2, 3x squared minus 14x plus 8. So finding the remaining zeros, or the remaining factors, which is effectively equivalent, works out to simply finding the zeros of this quadratic. We have lots of things at our fingertips to help us in determining factors of a quadratic. The first thing that I would try is just the guess and check method for factoring. 3x and x are the only two things that would multiply to 3x squared. Then I have to have things that multiply to 8, but then I've got to get everything to add to this middle term of 14. So I think I'll try 2 and 4. And let's check and see what happens here. This would give me 2x. These two multiplied would give me 12x. If they were both negative, they would in fact add to negative 14. So minus 2 and minus 4, and these two numbers multiply to negative 8, or to positive 8, which is perfect. So the factored polynomial is x plus 1 times 3x minus 2 times x minus 4, and the zeros, which is what was asked here, are the zeros of these factors, which would be negative 1. When you set 3x minus 2 equal to 0, you'll probably get better at doing this in your head, but this will be 2/3 and 4.